Pinarangalan ng Bulong Pulungan Media Forum si Pangulong Noy Aquino na Outstanding Exemplar Award Man of Steel sa Pasay City. Pinarangalan din si Justice Secretary Laila de Lima ng Exemplar Award for Courage and Integrity. Pakinggan po natin ang talumpati ni Pangulong Aquino.
Hopefully, NLEX and SLEX, the connector, will also be up and running by that time in the TPLEX. No? Now, more importantly, the airports will be substantially finished. Airports, plural, no? Panglao, Mactan, and so many others. No? Yung at least the start of the light rail systems. But these are important by and of themselves. But I think more importantly is I really want an expression to see, no? The expression in the faces of our people, the can-do attitude, that nothing is beyond our grasp and our reach. And that is what I'm hoping to see, hopefully, not just the day before I leave, but more importantly, after I leave, that it continues and becomes stronger.
Thank you, Mr. President. Selma, would you like to ask the next? Selma San Juan of the Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Good morning, Mr. President. We feel we're glad to see you looking good and well despite the calamities. I have two questions. The first question is perhaps you can give the reasons yourself, although we have read it already, the main reasons you appointed Senator Lacson as rehabilitation czar, and also how your government will assure transparency in the allocation of the massive foreign aid that's coming in. And the second question is, you may not be the type of person to think about it so much, but what is your reaction to what people say that your approval ratings may be affected by all these calamities? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Why Ping Lacson? Siguro Ping Lacson strikes me as a no-nonsense person. The members of the cabinet have their normal functions. Then you also have the imperative to get our people back in a better condition at the soonest possible time. So there is parang the attention is divided between the two obligations right off the bat. Now, having Ping Lacson at the center, wherein he's a no-nonsense guy, focused solely on Yolanda's rehabilitation, will undoubtedly achieve the targets sooner. And that is, I guess, the primary reason why we looked at the unique capabilities of Mr. Lacson, Senator Lacson, to be able to deliver. Okay, yung transparency, especially for international aid, and also the other expenditures of the budget, but for international aid that is coursed through the government, there is a website called Faith that anybody can access, which shows what has been received and where it has gone to. And that has been up for, I think, about 2 weeks or so. Now, the third question, my approval ratings will go down or they'll go up. At the end of the day, the only criteria I have is, did I do right? And sometimes the right decision may be unpopular. Sometimes parang conversely, the wrong decision is immensely popular. But I really have to stick with doing what I believe is right. So our people, I believe, are fair judges, and they have been a constant source of support from throughout when we had nothing. And I guess they will, I expect that the numbers will rebound in case they do go down. But that is not the important thing. The important thing is, will our people see me as doing that which is right? And that is what is important to me.
Maraming salamat po. Domini, would you like to... Domini Torrevillas of the Philippine Star. Tapos si Donnie. No, Domini first. Ladies first.
Sir, you come across as a progressive-minded male, as manifested by your support of gender issues, particularly the reproductive health bill. On my question, Pope Francis has spoken not so much for it, but then you come across to as a very liberal-minded Catholic. So my question now is, what is your thinking on the ordination of women? Are you in favor of it? And are you in favor of gay marriages? So, okay, I'll have a more serious question after you have answered this one.
You know, I'm hesitant to answer either question, especially the second part. No, but siguro, can I avoid na lang answering the second part? I made a comment which I think was appropriate, and I made a mortal enemy of somebody because of that comment. I don't think I'm qualified to say should women be ordained. All those who hold titles of doctors of divinity will question my competence in answering that question. But suffice to say, I've seen a lot of nuns who became leaders for their parishes and who really made the kingdom of God more apparent by their activities and their presence than some of those more titled individuals. And parang women, especially for the various parishes, to be in a more decisive positions or in more stronger leadership positions is, I think, warranted, especially by the historical precedent. What have they demonstrated? So, as a priest, I don't know if I'm qualified to answer that. But as leaders of their parishes and their communities, and as positive, and in a sense, siguro let me put it to you this way, When I was running for congressman in Tarlac, you talk to the mothers' clubs. When they say yes, you can count on it forever after. When you talk to some of the barangay captains who happen to be male, you talk to them in the course of the campaign, 5 times, and you aren't sure up to election day whether or not they are with you. So my experience, especially with women in public service, has been very, very positive. Okay. So can we go to the more important question? Or the more serious question?
The more serious question, though.
About gay marriages, sir?
I stated before, that parang the one side of me says, yung human rights are supposed to be universal. On the other hand, I can't help, parang, if we go into gay marriages, then syempre the next step will be adoption. And I don't know if, I still have to look at it from the child's perspective. Is that something that that is desirable in an environment for a child? In understanding the world, to induce more confusion. And that particular comment got me into the crosshairs of an individual who up to this day hates me for saying it.
Okay, Dom, the serious one.
Yes, my second question is, if Manny Pacquiao is proven to have evaded, paying his taxes, will you, and he is meted, I don't know what the penalty would be, would you grant him amnesty?
Amnesty is, by proposal by me, has to normally indicate para a class of individuals, para a group. Doesn't refer to normally to an individual. And also Congress has to approve. So, end of the day, parang I think the lesson has to be that if you are guilty of a particular crime, then the degree, we have to exhibit a degree of remorse. But at this point in time, he says that he has complied with all the requirements. So I think this is crossing the bridge that is too far away.
Thank you, Dom.
Yan po si Pangulong Noynoy Aquino sa Bulong-Pulungan Media Forum kung saan nga siya pinarangalan kasama ang iba pang miyembro ng kanyang gabinete. Kabilang na si Justice Secretary Laila de Lima at si BIR Commissioner Kim Jacinto Henares, DOST Secretary Mario Monteo at iba pa. Sumagot din sa ilang tanungan si Pangulong Aquino at kung saan dinipensahan niya yung pagkakatalaga kay dating Senador Panfilo Lacson bilang Reconstruction Czar. Ayon sa Pangulo, wala siyang ibang naiisip na ibang akma sa trabaho dahil sa hindi matatawarang integridad ni Lacson bilang dating pulis at dating mambabatas. Makakaasa raw ang Pangulo kay Lacson na tiyak na mapupunta sa mga tunay na nangangailangan ang mga tulong na bumuhos mula sa loob at labas ng bansa para sa mga naapektuhan ng bagyong Yolanda.